Next question. H Limited is an Indian firm exporting handicrafts to North America. All the exports are invoiced in the dollar currency. The firm is considering the use of the money market or forward market to cover the receivable of $50,000 expected to be realized in 3 months' time and has the following information from its banker. Spot exchange rate, 3 months forward exchange rate. The borrowing rate of the United States and India are 6% and 12% respectively. So for dollar currency and rupee currency, borrowing rate is provided to us as 6% and 12% respectively. And the deposit rates, it is 4% and 9% respectively. Which option is better for H Limited? That is a question. And then second part of the question is given to us. However, let us do the first part of the question. In that, say we are required to decide that say which option is better, forward market or money market. Please put your answer in the chat box. Alternative number 1, forward market hedge. So we understand that the forward contract is sell of dollar and purchase of rupees. Forward exchange rate 72.95 slash 73.40 rupees per dollar. What is forward contract? Conversion of the dollar into rupees. So for every $1, you will get less amount of rupees. So for every $1, you will get 72.95 rupees. So this is the amount of rupees for 50,000 US dollar. So we understand that the final answer is 50,000 into 72.95 divided by 1. So the answer comes to 36,47,500. That is first alternative, forward contract. Alternative number 2, in that money market hedge. So in money market hedge, we can do something like this. Step number 1, calculation of amount of dollar to be borrowed today. Comma, so that repayment of loan after 3 months is $50,000. So we have borrowing and repayment. For every $1 that you borrow, the repayment will be 1 plus 1 into 0.06 into 3 divided by 12. So the repayment will be $1.015. You have to borrow such amount of dollar today so that the repayment is $50,000. So 50,000 into 1 will remain 50,000 divided by 1.015. So it comes to 49,261.08. This is the amount of the dollar that say you have to borrow today. Step number 2. In that, spot transaction will be entered upon. It is sell of dollar and purchase of rupees. So 49,261.08 dollar is sold. Spot exchange rate is provided to us, as example, as 72.65/73. Rupees per dollar. So for every $1 you will get less amount of rupees. So what will happen, it is 49,261.08 into 72.65 into 72.65. So the answer comes to 35 lakhs 78,000 817.46. This is the amount that you will receive today. Step number 3. Invest in rupee currency. In order to make both the alternatives comparable, we have to make investment. So maturity amount of deposit, it will be calculated as principal plus interest. Principal amount is this 3578,817.46. We can see that the information is provided to us that for rupee currency the deposit rate is 9%. So over here plus 35,78,817.46 into 9% into 3 divided by 12. So 3578,817.46 into 2.25%, 1.0225. So the final answer comes to 36 lakhs 59,000, 36 lakhs 59,340.85. This is the maturity amount of the deposit in rupee currency. So the decision is required to be taken like this. You have to make a comparison of the forward market hedge with money market hedge. The amount in rupees term is 36 lakhs 47,500. For money market it is 3659,340.85. That is the way we are required to make a comparison, and we will select an alternative which will give higher amount. So the company is advised to enter into money market hedge. So the company should enter in money market hedge. This is the way we are required to give answer. So friends, over here, so there is a shortcut method also that you can adopt for understanding and even for calculation of the answer. Especially for the purpose of understanding, because as far as the answer is concerned, the institute is expecting mostly the answer with a detailed method. Otherwise, you can always understand that what you are going to do, you are going to borrow dollar, then you are going to sell dollar, you are going to purchase rupees, then you are going to invest rupees. This is what you are going to do. So what is the transaction right now? Sell dollar and purchase rupees. So for every $1 that you sell, you will get 72.65. So you have to take 72.65 as the spot exchange rate. Now see, you are investing in rupee currency. Rupee is the left hand side currency, and for that the rate of interest is 9%. So 0.09 into 0.25, that is 2.25%. So 1.0225 divided by, we understand that say you borrow dollar. So when you borrow dollar, you have to pay interest at the rate of 6%. So please use your calculator. 0.06 into 0.25, that comes to 1.015. Now this is the way you can compute the exchange rate. 72.65 into 1.0225 divided by 1.015, that comes to 73.1868. Okay. So this is the way you can compute the rate at which you are going to receive the consideration. 73.1868 multiplied with, what is the consideration amount? Consideration is 50,000. And you can see that so you are getting an answer, so which is exactly this, only for that is there is a difference of 85 paise. Now second part of the question, assume that H Limited anticipates spot exchange rate in 3 months time to be equal to the current 3 months forward exchange rate. You can see that so the currently 3 months forward exchange rate is this. And basically we are interested in the transaction of the conversion of the dollar into rupees. So we are going to get 72.95. After 3 months, the spot exchange rate turned out to be 73/73.42. So once again the conversion of the dollar into rupees, so you will get 73 rupees. What is the foreign exchange exposure and the risk of H Limited? That is a question. So friends, over here we understand that say you were anticipating the exchange rate to be 72.95, but instead of that, so the exchange rate turns out to be 73. So there is a profit of 5 paise? Yes. So over here, as far as the answer of the second question is concerned, in that we can say that gain of foreign exchange exposure is equal to actual spot exchange rate minus expected spot exchange rate into consideration. What is the actual spot exchange rate? 73. Expected was 72.95. So you receive more by 5 paise. Multiplying with what? 50,000. So there is a gain. 50,000 into 0.05. That comes to 2,500. This is the way we are required to write the answer.